We have this small room in our house that gets pretty messy with a bunch of shoes. So I decided this time around to get organized and build a proper shoe rack for my lovely wife. It's a pretty simple DIY project that you can bang out in less than a day. Let me show you quickly how you can make one for yourself.
Quote of the day: learn the rules like a pro, so you can break them like an artist. Pablo Picasso.
Welcome to Show Woodworking DIY. We will be using this 3-meter long pine board that I had left over from another project. I'll start off by cutting it into 2 pieces that are 110 centimeters long. Let's head over to the table saw. This board of ours is 15 centimeters wide with some rough sides. So we'll start off by freshening up one edge, then we continue and rip it up into 5 centimeter wide pieces. We'll need 4 of these pieces to make up the legs of our shoe rack. With the remainder pieces that we have from our 15 centimeter board, we will rip these up to 5 centimeters wide or thickness that will be used for our shoe supports for the shoe platforms. Using my miter gauge, I set up a stop lock on my fence to make safe cuts of all the pieces to a length of 25 centimeters each. I mounted this stop block for my belt sander. Since I don't really have a thickness planer or drum sander, this is the next best option that I had to flatten and smooth out all of these pieces. I used a piece of sandpaper to break all the sharp edges. These are all the pieces that we made. Now let's get to the assembly part of things. We'll need to align the bases and the top, and then we measure 25 centimeter spacing between the legs. With my shoe rack, I wanted the shelves to be at a slight incline for better visibility and easy access to the shoes. I just angled the bottom 4 slats till it was tip to tip, and I made sure it's 25 centimeters apart. Applied some glue and some brad nails. This is my lovely wife that I was speaking about in the beginning that was pretty excited about finally getting her shoe rack that she's been wanting for weeks now. So as you can see, I just make sure that there are 25 centimeter spacing between the tips of the slats, as you can see here. And then we continue till I get to the top. When I get to the top, I just made it a flat one so we can have a space for putting handbags and things like that. With the first side done, I started working on the second side. Trying to avoid any mistake, I told myself I need to do the same exact steps as I did with the previous one, and I should not make any mistakes with it. It's a good thing I checked right before leaving the glue to set. I ended up making the same exact right side instead of making a mirror image of this right side. So I had to quickly take apart all the parts before the glue set, and then I mounted to the opposite angle to what I had done previously. So yeah, I made this mistake so you don't have to. When you are making it, just make sure you take in mind that you mount it to the opposite angle. I definitely made sure to check one more time, and this time around it was perfect. So I applied some clamps and left it for a few hours to set. It's winter this time of the year in Southern Africa, so I tend to like more burnt wood kind of finish in most of my projects this time of the year. So definitely this shoe rack was definitely gonna get it. I just finished with both of these. Now it's time for you to smash that like button for me if you're enjoying the content. This really helps out small channels like mine a lot. Thank you very much. I had this melamine board left over from my pool table, dining table build that I did recently. That video is still in the editing process. It will be the next video up next. Make sure to hit the notifications bell so you can know when it drops. So I cut up this board to 110 centimeters length and then ripped it down to 25 centimeters width. We'll need 5 of these for the shoe shelves. Since we have an incline on our shelves, we'll need to add a small lip on the shelves to prevent the shoes from falling out. We'll use this pine board, cut it up to 110 centimeters tall, 3 centimeters wide and 0.5 centimeters thick. To have a continuous winter theme, I burnt these pieces too with my butane torch. Then I lightly sanded the ashes off all the pieces using a 220 grit sandpaper. Following this, using brad nails and glue, I mounted the strips to the shelf boards. Using an old rag, I applied some furniture finishing wax to protect the wood. Then I got this drill attachment to apply deeply into the side pieces as well. So let's get to the final assembly now. This one was a bit tricky to get it right, but using some brad nails, they helped me to align a little bit, followed by countersink holes and applying screws. This helped me quite a lot. My channel just made it to 430 subscribers. I just started my channel a year ago and it's been a slow progress, but I'm so grateful that it came slowly. I don't want to blow up too fast. I'm still getting a hang of this. I'm getting better at editing and things like that. I'm really grateful to have you on my channel. I'd like to know what you think of the channel. Do you like it? How different is it? What can I improve? And so on. My next target is to smash the 500 subscriber milestone. I'd really appreciate if you could hit that subscribe button for me if you haven't already, and let's continue making great woodworking projects together.